Hello and welcome to our second research article in 2021. Last time round we were talking about policy analysis and the different ways in which well-being could be incorporated into that. This time we're going to take a bit of a step back and we're going to talk about a new way to set up a policy strategy for the government. This should be driven by data and it means that the government has some clear objectives that it can show to the public. This has benefits for both the public themselves but also the government. Jess is going to explain through a set of slides what's in our paper.
The first section of the paper explains why increased transparency in policy making could help some governments have greater success. Countries with higher levels of trust in governments tend to have happier citizens, all else equal. We also saw that countries with higher levels of trust performed better during the recent COVID-19 pandemic. In some advanced economies, such as the US, trust in government has been steadily declining for some time. Our paper outlines 4 key benefits from greater transparency in policymaking. First, the increased interaction that the government would have with the public should elicit greater political participation and a greater understanding of the government's goals. Second, by ensuring the government is clear about what it is aiming for and using objective targets for its success, this will increase government accountability. Third, greater transparency will increase public trust in government, leading to higher national well-being and improving the effectiveness of government policies. Fourth, shifting the political debate away from the soap opera of politicians' lives and towards policy issues should help to decrease political polarisation. Section 2 of the paper looks to outline principles to allow governments to adopt a data-driven policy framework in a sustainable way. We outline 5 key principles in our analysis. First, the variables within the dashboard should be chosen by independent experts. The government should choose which components make up the dashboard. For example, a component could be housing, and then an expert in this field will choose which are the most important variables that the government should include. Second, the government should regularly communicate its policy strategy to the public, and it should do so in a layered way, meaning mostly providing simple messages and making it clear and easy to find more detail for those that want to. Third, the policy strategy should always be clearly linked to data. Fourth, the policy strategy should always be clearly linked to the empirical well-being evidence base. And fifth, the government should look to conduct research to better understand what is driving trends in the data. The final section of the paper discusses the principles that governments should consider when creating these dashboards. First, the data should be broken down into many subpopulations. This means splitting out the data by, for example, region, race, age, or income, and so on. Second, it is important to use effective data visualization so that those viewing the data can get a clear understanding of what it is telling us. This should be adjusted for different audiences. Third, a mix of both subjective and objective measures in the dashboard. This will allow policymakers to get a good handle on how the public is thinking and feeling in response to how things are going. And fourth, the indicators within the dashboard should not change very often through time. This will help maintain stability and consistency. Thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to let us know your comments and thoughts.